Okay, mic check, sync. Okay, I think we're good. Welcome everyone to the beginning of our new blind playthrough, WUCHANG, Fallen Feathers. I'm very excited to get this underway. I'm hoping I have the audio values balanced correctly, but this is a work in progress, so we'll see how this goes. Let's begin. Oh, by the way, just like Black Myth, I will be playing this in Chinese, because I want the authentic experience. WUCHANG. WUCHANG. Okay. Interesting start so far. WUCHANG. Okay. Red mercury sprout. Oop. Well. I don't have a weapon just yet. No magic either. Okay, hang on a minute. Let's take a look at everything I have here so far. You lose health when attacked and from some status effects. Dropping from a height may also reduce your health. Stamina is spent when sprinting, dodging, attacking, or using skills. However, stamina also recovers over a time. You cannot perform most actions while out of stamina. Vitality. Raising this stat increases your health. Stamina. Raising this stat increases your stamina. Makes sense. Strength. Raising this stat increases the damage of strength weapons. Agility. Raising this stat increases the damage of agility weapons. Magic. Raising this stat increases the damage of magic weapons. Feathering. Raising this stat increases the damage of feather control weapons. All 6 stats affect your physical defense. Strength, agility, magic, and feather also affect your stat defense. Interesting. Okay. Combo display. I've got combos? Oh boy. Okay, there's a lot to read here. We'll cross these barriers as we go. I don't want the whole first session of this to be nothing but reading. So let's see. No benedictions socketed, no benedictions socketed. I don't have any weapons yet. So let's see here. Armor. A headband fashioned from copper coins. Its design crude and makeshift. Less a proper headband from an everyday trinket hastily thrown together. The opportunity to join the pirates in the southeastern archipelago has provided many people at last a means to survive. In times like these, some livelihoods are born from desperation. This chest armor is crafted from lightweight iron, offering moderate protection. The girl who designed it chose a striking red color, hoping to invoke blessings of impermanence and peace. A pair of vambraces fashioned from iron plates, light yet providing the wearer some protection. The opportunity to join the... Oh, I read this part already. Okay. A bottle filled with dew-like liquid, WUCHANG obtained at the mansion. Rumored to be formed from the essence of avians, the liquid is delicate and must be stored with great care. Consume it at a moment of desperation to ease your pain and restore your strength. Restores HP on use. The power of the shrines fill it completely. 2 out of 3 charges so far, because I accidentally used one. Here it is. What have we got here? Returns you to the location where you last entered the dream, while also empowering you. A remnant from the War of the Ancients, representing fearsome power. When combined with other chisels, it forms a completed artifact. A mysterious object WUCHANG obtained at Bai Mansion, and has been carrying ever since. Allows you to command time itself, the essence of reincarnation. Red Mercury Sprout. Contains 100 red mercury. A sprout nourished by red mercury. Only a minuscule amount of red mercury can be extracted and is yet to grow for maturity. Red mercury is unique to the land of Shu and contains mysterious energies capable of strengthening the body. That just looks like an umbilical cord. Okay, so this is medium armor, it looks like, just based on the protections. Does it have weight? No, not that I see. Huh. Okay. We'll worry about the other tutorials as things come. Let's get going. Okay, so that's my dodge roll. And I can't jump, so... Oh, hello there. Are you friend? You don't look very friendly. Disciplinary Discipline. The Cloudfrost Edge. This is a two-handed sword, it looks like. Cloudfrost Edge. A weapon forged by a legendary Shu blacksmith. The blade features a flame pattern resembling a mountain range, with the peak highlighted in white, akin to a frozen summit. Thus, it bears the name Cloudfrost Edge. Bai Tingzhao received this sword from the nobles while serving as the town mayor, and it has since become a treasured heirloom of the Bai family. Cloudfrost Edge, it's a long sword. Dash Strike, Blink, Kick. Dash Strike. This move requires you to utilize your entire body in a swift dodge ahead and right, while slashing out at the enemy. A handy tool for circling around a sluggish foe or to escape a group of enemies. Use with Skyborn Might for greater potency. L1, R1, R1. Blink Kick. Drop down low to launch a fierce kick. It works wonders in narrow spaces where other moves might be difficult to carry out. Use with Skyborn Might for greater potency. L2, R1, R1. Okay. You know what, actually, I don't want the game to hide my HUD. That's getting kind of annoying, and I would prefer to have that actually on, where I can see it. HUD. Turn that off. No, wait. I gotta turn the HUD on. There we go. Much better. Oh, I see. Okay. This doesn't seem too difficult to get a grasp on. And this is just how I hold the sword, so... That old Taoist. He must have a treasure stashed around here somewhere. I'd say so. Why else would he come up here day in and day out? And again, I can't jump, so... Heavy attack, hold to charge, light attack, lock on, dodge. Do I get backstabs? No, don't run. No, you don't. Unfortunate. Red Mercury Sprout. Steamed Bunny Bun. A steamed bun in the shape of a bunny, a sign of good fortune and Shu. In a land ravaged by war and strife, people scoured the realm for anything edible, and such buns were considered a luxury indeed. Restore health slowly over time for a certain duration. Flying Dagger. A throwing dagger thin as paper. Requires great mastery to use properly, yet may prove useful when used with skill. Deals stab damage when thrown at an enemy. Okay. Why not? Let's put those on. Okay. Okay, so I can go in from that side. Another Red Mercury Sprout. Nice. Okay, that's kind of what I figured, but... Reverent Temple, I think is what that said. Medicine residue. Oop. Sorry about that. That was my alarm going off for my dogs. I need to remember to turn that off when I stream. My bad. Alright, what else is down here? Oh, you are a person. Hello. Oh. Ah, you are awake at last. You know me. Why am I here? I came upon you in a brooklet some days past. You laid passed out due to the feathering. I moved you to the cave to recuperate. The feathering? I see. Know you not. A man-eating fiend attacked Warship's Rise 6 moons ago, spreading unthinkable horror, after which many bore feathers on their bodies. A malady unlike any other, without hope of a cure. I found this silk manuscript on your person. Here, take it. Silk manuscript. You should have other concerns. Pray, speak then. Who are you? My Taoist name is Zhuan Yangji. I have come to treat the feathering outbreak in Warship's Rise. Alas, I have made little progress. Should you have other concerns, pray, speak them. What is this place? This is the Reverend Temple. Those afflicted have sought refuge here. This temple was used by Buddhists. After the abbot fled, I took on the role of guardian for this sanctuary. Thanks to those officials, we have barely managed to keep this place secure. What are these feathers on my arm? You are experiencing early signs of the feathering. This afflicted slowly lose their minds. If left unchecked, the disease will rob them of their humanity entirely. It begins in the limbs, sprouting feathers. Then comes the dislocation of the joints, leading finally to a monstrous transformation. Most victims endure unbearable agony. Judging by how you look, you should consider yourself lucky. Your memory loss, while troubling, is a far gentler fate. You may not recall, but the Silk manuscript mentions that you have a companion. From what I gathered when I rescued you, it seems you were separated during an attack. That Liu is merciless. I dread the worst for your companion. Liu, okay. Now that you have contracted this disease and have those blue feathers on your arm, others may mistake you for a monster and strike you down on sight. For now, it is safer to remain in the temple and rest, at least with your soldiers present. Okay, so now he says the exact same thing. Alright, let's take a look at some of what we picked up here. Medicinal residue of a dark purple color, the effects of which are greatly diminished. While supposedly strengthening the body and prolonging life, everything comes at a cost, yet people often focus only on the present. Continue to restore health over a time for a certain duration and cause corruption buildup. Interesting. Inner demon. Okay, hang on a minute. Character level. Alright, maybe there's actually a little bit more of this I should be looking into. Give me just a minute here. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to go through all the tutorials right now, but it's the first episode, I don't know how late I'm going to be playing, so let's get the nitty-gritty details out of the way now. WUCHANG's current level. You gain a character level each time you refine Red Mercury at the Impetuous Repository. Raising your character level also boosts your maximum madness, making it easier to avoid entering the madness descendant state. Additionally, you can use madness to invoke and obtain an item in return. Vitality. Raising Vitality raises your maximum health, as well as the potency of Vitality control spells. You lose health when attacked or when affected by a certain negative status effect. Falling from a height may also lower your health. Having more health allows you to take more damage and survive a longer fall. Endurance increases your maximum stamina. You consume stamina when sprinting, dodging, attacking, using skills. Stamina recovers over time, and being afflicted with frostbite lowers your maximum stamina. Having more stamina allows you to perform more actions, as most cannot be performed without it. Without sufficient stamina. Yep, there we go. Strength raises your attack power with strength control weapons. Agility for agility. Your magic stat influences your magic damage. A higher magic stat power increases the amount of magic damage you deal, while a higher magic mitigation reduces the magic damage you take. Your feathering stat influences your feathering damage. A higher feathering attack increases the amount of damage a feathering attack will deal, while higher feathering mitigation reduces the feathering damage you take. Your slash stat influences your slash damage. A higher slash stat power increases the amount of damage you deal, while a higher slash mitigation reduces the damage you take. Long swords, dual blades, and one-handed swords are typically effective at dealing slash damage. Blunt is the same, increases your blunt damage, and higher blunt resistance reduces the damage you take. Axes are typically effective at dealing blunt damage. That's interesting. Stab damage. Higher stat increases the damage you deal, while higher stab mitigation reduces the damage you take. Spears, one-handed swords, and dual blades are typically effective at dealing stab damage. Interesting. So there are certain weapons that deal multiple damage types. Fire. Fire damage, higher stat, and then fire mitigation reduces the damage you take. Fire mitigation only affects fire damage inflicted by an enemy, and not the damage you take from terrain or the environment. That's good to know, actually. Lightning damage and lightning resistance. That makes sense. Having higher tenacity renders your attacks more difficult to interrupt. Okay, that's good to know. So that's your poise, basically. Spell power. Your spell power stat influences your spell damage. A higher spell power increases the amount of spell damage you deal. One-handed swords boost your spell power. Interesting. Now we're going into the status effects. Paralysis. The higher your resistance, the less susceptible you are. Lightning-type damage contributes to your paralysis buildup. While affected by paralysis, your damage output is reduced, and the same applies to your enemies. Paralysis buildup does not occur if you are already paralyzed. Okay, so that makes it so you deal less damage, but it does not stun you, which is interesting. Corruption. Higher your resistance, the harder it is to inflict. While afflicted by corruption, you will continue to take damage, and the same applies to your enemy. So corruption's almost like poison. Okay. Despair. Despair resistance. The more you have, the harder it is to hit you with. Being afflicted with despair results in instant death. The same applies to your enemies. Oh, you just burst and bloom into a flower. That's a little scary. Wait, is that a flower or feathers? Oh no, it's like a flower. That's awful. Burn. The higher the resistance, the harder it is to inflict. Fire-type damage contributes to burn buildup. While afflicted by burn, you will continue to take fire damage and also suffer increased damage. The same applies to your enemies. Burn buildup does not occur when you are already burned. Oh, so not only do you take DOT, you just take extra damage. Frostbite. The higher your resistance, the harder it is to inflict. Some enemy attacks cause buildup, and the lightless areas in the Cloudspire outskirts also contribute to it. While afflicted by Frostbite, your max stamina is halved. Frostbite deals an initial instance of damage when it sets in. Just like Dark Souls. Okay, that's easy to figure out. Poise Break. The higher your Poise Break resistance, the harder it is to break your poise. Poise Break deals an instance of damage, and the same applies to your enemies. Poise Break buildup does not occur again for a time after being triggered. Okay, so that's similar to Sekiro's Poise Break mechanic, except this time you actually take damage. Blight. Higher resistance, harder to inflict. While afflicted with Blight, you will continue to lose maximum health for the duration, and the same applies to your opponent. Blight does not occur if you are already blighted. Okay, so that's like poison, but worse. Ew. Interesting. Okay. Oh, let's see. Weapons include longsword, axes, dual-blade spears, and one-handed swords. You can equip up to 2 weapons at a time, each with unique strengths and weaknesses. Select the weapon that fits your playstyle. Increasing your weapon mastery and the associated control stat is a reliable way to enhance the damage. Armor includes head, chest, hand, and leg, each offering a unique stat. Choose the right armor pieces based on your enemy to turn the battle in your favor. Armor provides 3 stats: mitigation, resistance, and durability. Mitigation lowers damage from specific types, resistance slows the buildup of status effects, and tenacity renders your attacks more difficult to interrupt. Spells are divided into magic, feathering, and other. The power of your spells increased based on your control stat for each type. You can equip up to 4 spells at once. Casting spells consumes Skyborn Might, and you cannot cast it if you don't have enough. Certain spells grant alacrity. The Jade Pendant. You can equip up to 3 at a time. Each pendant provides a unique buff that significantly boosts your combat power. Most take effect immediately, while others require specific conditions. Selecting the right pendant can make your battles more manageable. Consumable items. This one's kind of a no-brainer. You can control a variety. You can acquire a variety of items. Using the right item at the right time can significantly reduce the difficulty. Items can be accessed from your inventory or your hotbar and equipped through the equipment menu. Weapons and spells have one of 6 control multipliers, ranked by powers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. A multiplier of 1 grants the smallest, while 6 provides the strongest. Increasing your stats to match the appropriate control multiplier for your weapon can greatly ease your battles. When displayed, the number in parentheses shows the required amount, while the number outside indicates your current. Interesting. Weapon traits. Biding Time. Activate the Biding Tide node on the Impetuous Repository to gain the following effect. Automatically gain Skybound Might stacks over time while wielding a one-handed sword. Some one-handed sword light and dash attacks, as well as spells, weapon skills, and disciplinary skills use Skyborn Might, granting Biding Time stacks, enabling you to earn Skyborn Might faster. If you have activated the Unbroken Focus node and you are at above 90% madness, the Binding Time node buff will not decay below 3 stacks. This effect gradually diminishes over time and is lost if you switch to a different weapon. Having acquired the related node to your current weapon in the Impetuous Repository can quickly launch a charged heavy attack. While you have a Skyborn Might, 1 stack will be consumed to quickly unleash this attack. Clash. Some weapons have the Clash trait. These moves allow you to clash weapons with an enemy to deflect the attack. The amount of damage deflected varies depending on the move. Discipline skill clashes fully deflect all damage, while light, heavy, and charged heavy attacks deflect only a portion. Some moves have the Poise Break trait. These allow you to break through an enemy's defenses for extra damage. Some moves have the Deflection trait. These moves allow you to deflect an enemy's weapon when executed at the right time, completely deflecting the damage. However, deflection does not work against martial arts moves like punches and kicks. That's good to know. Some weapons have the Block trait. These moves allow you to raise your weapon to block the enemy's attack, reducing the damage but consuming stamina. If you run out of stamina while blocking, you will become vulnerable. And Fleetness. Some moves have Fleetness. These moves have a way to grant you the Fleetness effect. Fleetness allows you to dodge a single enemy attack while gaining Skyborn Might. Okay. Terminology. Red Mercury. Red mercury is a curious material formed from avian blood, imbued with the mysterious power of the avians. While using white sea lilies as a medium, red mercury has spread through the land of Shu. You can acquire red mercury in various ways, such as killing enemies, selling items, or using a specific item. Red mercury can be refined into red mercury essence at the Impetuous Repository, or exchanged for items at the shop. Experience points and currency, same as usual. Skyborn Might is a vital combat resource used to fuel your skills and spells. Some weapons and discipline skills can be used without Skyborn Might, but at reduced power. You can generate Skyborn Might through various means, such as dodging, using items, or activating a weapon trait. Initially, you can only have a single stack. Discipline skills are skills that are learned by unlocking corresponding discipline skill nodes at the Impetuous repository. These skills can be equipped to weapons for use in battle and can be swapped out at will. Skyborn Might can enhance the potency of these abilities. Each weapon has its own unique skills. Skyborn Might can enhance the potency. When an enemy attacks, press dodge at the right moment to completely avoid the strike. Swift Draw. You can have 2 equipped weapons. With enough Skyborn Might, you can expend Skyborn Might to perform a Swift Draw. Oh, which also performs a unique attack. Interesting. With enough Skyborn Might, you can expend it to quickly use your current weapon's weapon skill. Interesting. Obliteration. Many of the enemies you encounter have an obliteration value. You build up this value by relentlessly attacking them. Once fully built up, they become weak and vulnerable to an obliteration strike. Performing a charged heavy on a small or medium enemy from behind instantly opens them up to an obliteration strike. Ah, I see. So that's your critical hits. While vulnerable, position yourself carefully and use R1 to perform the obliteration strike that will deal massive damage. When moving slowly and quietly, your speed may be reduced, but the noise you produce is minimal. You can use this to your advantage to silently approach an unsuspecting enemy without drawing their attention. Having activated a shrine, you can enter the dream. Entering the dream fully restores your health. However, most enemies you defeated will also be brought back to life. Once you meet certain quest requirements, you must enter the dream to advance the main story. Cuckoo. Harbinger cuckoos possess an uncanny ability to appear anywhere, anytime, guiding you towards the right path. Hitting one of them with a throwing dagger grants Aurum Feathers. Aurum Feathers are imbued with the God of Shu's power and bestow a random boon, increasing either your health, stamina, or damage. Once slain, a cuckoo will not reappear, at least not until your next reincarnation. Like the bird I saw! Oh... You can store items at the warehouse. If you acquire an item during your journey and cannot carry more, it will automatically be sent to the warehouse. Should you use an item during your journey and have more, the next time you enter the dream, it will automatically be extracted up to your capacity. However, some special items cannot be stored. You will encounter various bodies of water throughout your journey. While shallow areas can be explored safely, wandering into deep water will result in drowning. That makes sense. The world is full of highs and lows, and danger lurks at every step. Jumping from a great height may cause injury, while longer falls will lead to death. Some weapons are endowed with a special effect. Certain weapon effects will take effect immediately upon being equipped, while others activate only when specific conditions are met. Quests. Once you meet certain quest requirements, you must enter the dream to advance the story. If a character's grayscale portrait appears on the teleportation list, it means you have yet to complete their quest in the area. The portrait will disappear once the quest is complete. You can interact with many objects and characters that you encounter, such as items on the ground, mechanisms, and NPCs. Poses can be unlocked by interacting with story NPCs and completing quests. Use these poses to express yourself and showcase your mood. Additionally, certain special locations may respond to poses, triggering unique story moments. Oh dear. Of course they would do that. Powered by a hidden mechanism, this trap drives iron spines to repeatedly pierce upward from the ground. Though seemingly simple, it effectively slows passage. Stepping on the spikes causes massive damage. And all the buffs, which there aren't too many. Fury. You deal and take additional damage, and you gain more red mercury, while at above 90% madness. The attack buff increases your attack as well as the final damage you deal. The damage buff increases the final damage you deal, and that's it. Swiftness. This buff increases your attack speed, allowing you to strike more quickly. Rejuvenation. This buffs your health regeneration, restoring your health over time. Leech. This enables you to recover health by dealing damage to enemies. Defense. This increases your defensive capabilities, reducing the damage you take. Mitigation. This buff boosts your mitigation stats. Sturdy. This buff increases your tenacity, rendering your attacks more difficult to stop. Resistance. This increases your resistance to negative status effects, reducing their buildup. Harden. This buff reduces the final damage you take from all sources. Vitality. This buffs your max health. Energize. This buffs the speed at which your stamina recovers. Invigorate. This buff reduces the stamina cost of various actions. Okay. It's all pretty easy to figure out so far. But now that I know about that bird, let's go out and deal with that. I've got 3 daggers. Let's see if I can hit this thing. Where's that cuckoo bird? There it is. I should be high up enough. Too high. Got it! Good, that was my last dagger, too. I got lucky. Nice. I'm glad I actually looked at the tutorials. I would have skipped that bird. Note to self, keep an eye and ear open for cuckoo birds. You're not from around here, are you? The name's Xiaolin, from Worship's Rise. Don't you dare look down on me just because I'm crippled. My brother and I were once the town's finest heroes. But now my brother is burdened with finding medicine to treat me. A pathetic fool. How humiliating. You're heading to town, aren't you? Could you do me a favor and deliver this to an oracle there? She's hard to miss. She's had this old bracelet for as long as I can remember, and she's a bit different. You'll know her when you see her. I don't know if she's still in town, but please, could you check for me? I'd go myself, but I can't. Not in this pathetic state. If you find her, don't tell her I'm stuck at the Revenant Temple. Tell her I've gone off to make a name for myself. Tell her I'll come back once I've made something of myself. The Peachwood Amulet. Okay. Special pill. A pill of dark purple color made from some unknown material. While supposedly strengthening the body and prolonging life, everything comes at a cost. Continue to store health over time for a certain duration and causes corruption buildup. Okay. A golden feather left behind from Goldwing. Following the primordial deity's fall, the essence of an alien scattered and transformed into the Goldwing. Goldwing roamed the skies, letting out mournful wails. The people of the land took this as proof that the primordial deity still graced the lands. Randomly increase one of the following boons for a time. Max health, stamina, or all damage dealt. And it's a consumable, so I'll only want to use those if I absolutely have to by this, excuse me, sound of it. Ooh. Key items you do not pick up will end up in the donation box. Oh my. This is all the stuff I picked up from the DLC, it looks like. Might as well grab it all. Nice. So that's everything I got for the deluxe version of the game. There's quite a few NPCs to talk to here. Give me just a moment here, everyone. Apologies. Now, let's talk with everybody. You're awake. You seem to have recuperated well. The old Taoist mentioned you encountered with the demon, Lu Hong Liu. I am glad to see that you are on your feet again. Yuxia is her name. But your arm, the feathers are still there. The feathering's a nasty curse. Even the Taoist doesn't have a cure for it. With your skills, maybe you should check out the Shu Sanctum. There could be something there to hold back the feathering. Okay. Now what do you have to say? Not much, huh? Xian Hu, I think is how you say his name. Not the talkative type, huh? Most people have to be carried out of the Revenant Temple. You, though, you get to walk out on your own. Xuanyangji may be harsh with his words, but he tends to my eyes every day. Some of the worship's rise folk come here, fleeing, but they don't stay long. They rush back out, unaware of how dangerous the world has truly become. Tao Xing is this guy's name, if I'm saying that correctly. Who are you? I am Tao Xing, just a humble merchant seeking refuge. I run a small trading business to make ends meet. Do you happen to have any rare goods for me to take a look at? This vase, it's all I've got left. Smooth to the touch, with a fragrance that's hard to come by. This is no ordinary treasure. But don't worry, I won't be tempted to take it for myself. Inquire about business. This place is no paradise for a merchant. I'm thinking of heading to the Shu Sanctum. I hear the Ming troops are stationed there, and it's a safer bet than this old temple. I can trade with you, of course. It would be an honor. But for the real treasures, I'm afraid I'll need to ask for a little favor in return. Some thieves have from Analum stole my family heirlooms, an ancient landscape painting. Get it back from me, and I'll make it worth your while. What's this Analum place? You can find Analum by taking the side entrance from the stage at Worship Rise, then crossing a long bridge. Once you've retrieved the painting, meet me at the Shu Sanctum. I'll have a reward waiting for you. Alright, so you're not going to trade with me until I get you what you need. That said, let's take a look at all the stuff I just got. The DLC stuff. Here we go. A black high crown adorned with bone, bearing the inscription, "Peace reigns the land," supposedly Wuchang's black attire. The black and white Wuchang forms, appearing in twins, are responsible for guiding the souls of the deceased to the underworld. However, when the soul is that of a demon, Wuchang shows no hesitation in capturing it. In Shu, those who have committed a grave sin live in the constant fear of her avatar of darkness. A white crown adorned with bone, bearing the inscription, "Wealth at First Sight," supposedly Wuchang's white attire. The black and white Wuchang forms are legendary phantoms, both tasked with guiding souls and upholding the responsibility of Wuchang's mission. The black Wuchang brings misfortune to the wicked, while the white Wuchang bestows good fortune and wealth upon the virtuous. A crown of ancient bronze, with 3 lit candles atop, burning to guide lost souls. The attire of a wandering necrolite abandoned in Shu. Though the body perishes, the soul lingers. With magic, these souls can be compiled into a corpse, granting it movement. This attire, however, is not suited for those with weak resolve. A crown adorned with coral-shaped crystals resembling a dragon's horn, radiating divine light. The common people divided the stars into 4 symbols, with the azure dragon being one of them. Representing life and revival, it is deeply revered. A hairpin crafted from precious gold that once nestled into the hair as an ornament serves as a display of the wearer's wealth and high status. Elegant yet practical, it quickly became a favorite accessory among pirates. These robes, crafted from black linen, are adorned at the waist with a grotesque, monstrous face, a mark tied to the WUCHANG black attire. The Night Spectre prowls through the deepest hours of the night, conducting both overt and covert investigations in search of mischief. She is said to capture the evil spirits she encounters. The chaos-engulfing shoe may have unsettled the spirits of the underworld, leading to the emergence of this enigmatic garb in the mortal realm. These robes, crafted from white linen, are adorned at the waist with a distinctive face with its tongue sticking out, a mark tied to the WUCHANG white attire. The White Spectre is known for her ever-present smile, punishing the wicked while aiding the virtuous in times of need. The chaos-engulfing shoe may have unsettled the spirits of the underworld, leading to the emergence of this enigmatic garb in the mortal realm. A cotton jacket paired with a traditional plaited skirt, designed for warmth and protection against the wind. These pieces embody the joy of the Lunar New Year and are embroidered with tiger motifs. Tigers, revered as symbols of power, feature prominently in traditional designs to represent both strength and protection. Such motifs reflect the hopes of elders, wishing the younger generation courage to banish evil spirits and grow resilient. Coarse hemp robes featuring a large talisman design in the front. The attire of a wandering necrolite abandoned in Shu, those who have met tragic ends risk their souls becoming vengeful spirits, causing unrest. The talisman in this robe helps guide these souls, while also warding off evil. This attire, however, is not suited for those with weak resolve. This attire embodies the benevolence of WUCHANG's heart. The headpiece is crowned with an inscription reading, "Wealth at First Sight." The white and black WUCHANG attire represent the profound balance of yin and yang, white symbolizing virtue and goodness, while black embodies malice and darkness. Those of pure heart who gaze upon the white WUCHANG are said to be blessed with good fortune and prosperity. This attire manifests the malice within WUCHANG's heart. The headpiece is crowned with an inscription reading, "Peace reigns the land." The white and black WUCHANG attire represent the profound balance of yin and yang, white symbolizing virtue and goodness, while black embodies malice and darkness. Those with impure intentions who encounter the black WUCHANG may find themselves meeting a grim fate. A silk robe created from fine azure silk, adorned with golden thread embroidery as elegant as a swimming dragon. In the Shu region, long afflicted by the feathering, its people long for a sweet rain to purify the land of evil spirits and disease. A coat woven from exquisite silk and golden thread that serves as a display of the wearer's wealth and high status. Adorned with swirling clouds and soaring feathers, its intricate pattern captures the imagination, soon giving rise to the set's legendary name, the Overlord's Regalia. Protective bracers made of black hemp cloth, inlaid with coins and inscribed with "Shadow be bound," supposedly WUCHANG's black attire. The black and white WUCHANG's forms, appearing in twain, are responsible for guiding the souls of the deceased to the underworld. However, when the soul is that of a demon, WUCHANG shows no hesitation in capturing it. In Shu, those who have committed grave sins will live in constant fear of her avatar of darkness. Protective bracers made of white hemp, inlaid with coins and inscribed with "Shadows be bound." The black and white WUCHANG forms are legendary phantoms, both tasked with guiding souls and upholding the responsibility of WUCHANG's mission. The black WUCHANG brings misfortune to the wicked, while the white WUCHANG bestows good fortune and wealth upon the virtuous. An ancient pair of bronze bracers inlaid with coins to ward off evil. And then I've read this already because it was the same description from the helmet. Bracers covered in fine scales, as if several small dragons were entwined around them. And then that part I read. Bracers crafted from a blend of leather and gold jewelry that serves to display the wearer's wealth and high status. Read that already too. Shin wraps made of black hemp, tightly wrapped to ensure a smooth stride even in steep mountain ridges. Supposedly Wuchang's black attire. Shin wraps made of white hemp cloth, designed for the longest journey. A pair of ancient bronze boots inlaid with coins to ward off evil. Long boots crafted from deep-sea gemstone, their lustrous surface enabling effortless travel across mountains and river. And long boots made from supple leather, designed for a perfect fit and lightweight for ease of use and movement in combat. Block, flickering blade, aerial bulwark, sudden strike. Raise your axe to defend against an enemy attack, greatly reduce the damage. Brandish your sword with lightning speed to weaken the enemy. Grants partial immunity to damage but does not block all incoming attacks. Known for its agility, the one-handed sword enables a steady, seamless rhythm when the technique is used well. Use it with Skyborn Might for greater potency. Aerial Bulwark. Gain fleetness while charging the aerial bulwark. When used as the enemy strikes, you can evade the attack and launch a counter. Use Skybound Might for greater potency. Fleetness allows you to dodge a single attack. Drop down low to unleash a fierce kick. Strike while revolving. Okay. A plant nourished by red mercury, now in the middle stages of crystallization. Its branches withered by dense concentration of red mercury. Red mercury extracted from such crystal forms is pure in color, yet few of these can withstand the power contained within. Contains 3,000 red mercury. A fully matured and crystallized fruit nourished by red mercury that shimmers with a pure red color. Legend claims that only those blessed by the god of Shu themselves possess the power to utilize the energy within. Contains 8,000 red mercury. Here we go. An amulet made of peachwood can be given to Xiaolin's mother. A personal belonging of Xiaolin, its surface stained with blood. Xiaolin received this amulet upon praying at the Shu Sanctum. Claimed to ward off evil and act as a bane to demonkind, it offers blessing and hope. Yet even the mightiest Buddha cannot quell the demons. His amulet may well be nothing more than a cruel hoax. And then we've got all these new weapons. A blade that the rebels required while plundering the Tang Emperor's palace, the hilt of which features a jade curved into a dragon's mouth. The spine has been specially treated to resemble dragon scale patterns, greatly enhancing its durability and strength. Legend has it that this sword radiates light outshone the brilliance of the moon itself, earning it the name Moonlight Dragon. Vermilion War Club. A weapon forged by the Taoists of Zhenwu Temple to quell demons. This blade, shaped in the form of a pheasant, represents harmony and peace. Etched with mystical symbols, the handle houses a hidden mechanism that releases a cloud of dust, causing poise break. The pheasants are intricately designed in the likeness of the vermilion bird, a mythical beast symbolizing fire and rebirth. In times of strife, this weapon embodies the people's yearning for divine intervention to bring salvation. Eternal Sovereign. These exotic twin swords with their unique and peculiar shape were smuggled into Shu via the southern archipelago. Revered as a symbol of royal power, the curved blades are exceptionally sharp, excelling in both slicing and sweeping strikes with astonishing lethality. The king who commissioned their forging dreamed of an eternal dynasty, but royal power is fleeting, easily lost to the ravages of time. Watcher's Gaze, a weapon of mysterious origin imbued with ancient power. It is said to have once belonged to the Avians of Durlis bloodline, with a faint trace of the primordial deity essence still clinging to its form. Around the crystal blade, red sea lilies twist and curl. A blue-purple light gleams from the hilt, resembling a watchful eye that bridges the known and unknown. Gazing upon it often glimpses into the infinite, bestowing boundless knowledge. A sleek, silver-white spear with a razor-tip edge. Its design exudes simplicity and timeless craftsmanship. Its handle is adorned with a coiled dragon, symbolizing the courage and bravery of its wielder. Once wielded by a renowned general of the Old World, this weapon has mysteriously resurfaced after a century. And these weapons are strong. They've got some pretty unique effects. Use Temperance to gain paralysis makes this effect more potent. It actually deals paralysis, which is interesting. Use Temperance to buff the Poise Break effect makes it more potent. Misty Breath and block. Fearless Cleave and Sudden Strike. Phantom Flurry and Flickering Blade. Consecutive attacks increase your weapon's magic attack power. And Vortex Thrust and Aerial Bulwark. I won't use the DLC weapons or any of the armor pieces yet. I'm going to stay with the base armor for now. Base armor, base equipment. And I won't consume the Red Mercury or the Blood of Chan Hong yet. Not yet. I want to get at least a little better at playing the game first, because I'm not going to rely on the DLC items like a crutch. That just doesn't seem fun. Offer blood at a shrine to awaken its power. Thieves stole everything. Everything got taken away. Offer blood. What's interesting is that's on the arm I've got my feathers on. Well met, Divines. Having activated a shrine, you can enter the dream from there. Entering the dream fully restores your health and advances the story. However, most enemies you defeated will be brought back to life. Enter the dream, Temper, Benediction, Warehouse, Impetuous Repository. Level up, unlock stats, and weapon traits. You may access the Impetuous Recovery from the shrines. Here you can spend red essence to unlock nodes, thus gaining the effect of the disciplinary skills. Press reset points to reset the entire repository. Each weapon has ways in which to gain Skyborn Might. You acquire these by unlocking the related nodes within the Impetuous Repository. You can also increase your maximum Skyborn Might within the Impetuous Repository. Okay. Starting point. You can reset your nodes here. I don't really have anything I can do with all this just yet, so... Enter the dream. Reset the state of the world. Okay. Let's go left first. Because I want to see what's around here. We're still within the bounds of the temple, so... Here we go. Young lady, are you infected too? Since the feathering outbreak and warship's rise, many have fallen ill. First, feathers start growing on your arms, then you lose your mind. Before long, you turn into a monster that craves human flesh. Lucky for me, Xuanyangji brought me to the Reverend Temple. His medicines kept me going, but who knows how long it'll last. Your symptoms are lighter than mine. Best stay here and recover. It's utter chaos out there, especially in Warship's Rise. I doubt there are many survivors left. Still waiting for the Taoists to check on me. Take care out there, young lady. She sounds really sick. I saw the old Taoist carry you in the other day. Looks like you caught the plague too, huh? feathers growing on your arms now, just like mine. He's got a heart of gold, that old Taoist, but who knows if he'll ever come up with the miracle cure for the feathering. I've been stuck here for ages, but no one's been healed yet. Heard the priest at the Shu Sanctum might have something. I'd risk my life heading out there if the road wasn't crawling with danger. If you're still kicking, you might want to head to the Sanctum. It could be your last hope. I can't go through the door, so... Fixed origin pill. A pill made at Xuanwu Temple said to raise one's spirit and ward off evil, most likely obtained through unscrupulous means, given the fact that the temple doesn't sell their pills to the uninitiated. Boost all status effect resistances for a certain duration. Are you friend? You look like friend.
Oh.
Well, look who's back. Feeling lost, are we? We're both wanderers of fate. No need for formalities. Now, about the power in your left arm. If you'll master it, you'll be unstoppable. You might even rewrite destiny as we know it. Don't believe me? How about I introduce you to someone worthy? Don't call me cruel. You know how it goes. No sweet dreams without crushing a few nightmares first. Well, that's unfortunate. By you. That belled pinwheel. Pressing down at the right moment to shimmer and avoid any an enemy move granting 1 stack of Skyborn Might. Okay. Let's test this out. Ooh, too early. Too late. There we go. Man, the timing for that is strict. Sis, do you think your baby brother will look like us? I'm so excited to meet him. Uh-oh. You don't look very friendly. By crew. Ow. Ah. Come on. Shoot. That's annoying. Damn it, I dodged into that. Ow. Crap. Uh-oh. Damn it! Dear sister, please come home. Damn, I almost killed her, too! Damn it! That was so close. Hold on to it, this feeling. Dropping to 0 health results in death. This makes you drop red mercury based on your current madness. After which you are revived at the shrine you last prayed to. Head back to the place you fell to reclaim the red mercury you lost. Maddening incense. Increase madness when used, and also prevent the loss of madness for a time. Shrine blessing sustains the power of madness. You can adjust the camera mode. Standoff perspective, which offers dynamic angles of rich visuals focused on the action, and classic, providing a stable view for precision and quick reactions. How long will the medicine take? Tan's been gone too long. Oh, he's not there anymore. Oh. You shithead. So I guess I only had a single chance to fight that boss. That's a shame, honestly. Maybe on my own time I'll reboot the game back up and try again. Just to see if I can beat it and what I get. Can only be opened with the Reverent Temple Key. Steamed bunny buns. Gigantic claw marks. I can see that. This door does not open from this side. Okay. I feel like I need to get a better handle on the combat mechanics for this game. Okay, so that's how you sprint. You hold down circle. That's how you do it. Okay. You can refine red mercury at the Impetuous Repository to raise your level and earn red mercury essence. This essence can be used to unlock nodes in the Impetuous Repository and enhance your abilities. As your strength grows, the red mercury cost for each subsequent refinement will increase. Oop, I hit the wrong button. Okay. Refine mercury essence. Upgrade complete. Nice. So now I can get another skill if I so choose. Thunderous Cleave. The fourth attack of a light axe combo grants 3 stacks of Skyborn Might if it hits an enemy. Dual Blades attacks can clash. Performing a successful clash grants a stack of Skyborn Might. Gain a stack of Skyborn Might every so often while wielding a one-handed sword. Some more-handed, more can use with Skyborn Might. Granting binding time stacks effectively. Bold Heart. Spear attacks, heavy attacks, dash attacks, and the final strike of spear heavy attacks grant Bold Heart stacks on hit. If you have activated the relevant node in the Impetuous repository, Bold Heart stacks can be converted into Skyborn Might at a set ratio by landing discipline and weapon skills on an enemy. The second attack of the Long Sword grants a stack of Skyborn Might if it hits. Skyborn Call. Increase the maximum amount of Skyborn Might stacks to 2. Skyborn Might can be used to cast spells, etc., etc. We'll activate Binding Time for now. And I just got a whole bunch of new stuff that opened up because of that. That's a big skill tree. Wow. Alright, let's get some more practice in on these guys. Okay, where the hell did this guy... Ah, there. Okay, and that one guard is still dead. Surprisingly, he stayed dead. Interesting. Nice. I've got a new weapon, which is just a halberd. A heavy weapon used by the Ming Dynasty troops against the pirates invading from the southern archipelago, commonly wielded by large brutish soldiers. A basic heavy weapon that leaves the enemy little breathing room. Each blow is fueled by lethal force, yet requires outstanding physique and power to wield properly. This bad boy chews through stamina. I don't necessarily know if heavy weapons are going to be the way I go. I might opt for a swifter move set. I actually like being a little more mobile in games like this. Oh, that is pretty. Alright. Soldiers came to rob us. They all left us astray. The old Taoist saved me, and now I get to play. Hello, lady. Are you the warrior the old Taoist rescued and hid in the cave? Did you come to Reverend Temple for healing too? He's so kind. He makes all sorts of medicine and has saved so many sick people. Don't worry, you'll be feeling better in no time. The pinwheel. I'll bet that monster I fought, that's his younger brother. That's her younger brother. Wuchang, over here. Who are you? Your arm. What's happened to it? Heiyouji. It's me, Heiyouji. You wrote to me about searching up. Damn it. You wrote to me about searching Worship's Rise for clues about Baiyu. Have you forgotten? Baiyu. Baiyu, your sister. We came here to find clues. But your arm. The old boatman spoke true. He warned of feathers growing on the arms, a mark of the feathering. They say it leads to memory loss, and worse, that it ultimately turns one into a man-eating monster. Fortunately, you can still speak for now. Take this. It'll console my friend, the old boatman. He may know... I'll consult with my friend, the old boatman. He may know of a cure. He scouted the Shu Sanctum a few days past. Aside from a deranged Taoist at the entrance, it seems safe. Rest there and search for clues. The Shu Sanctum. See the Light Zen Temple? That way to the Shu Sanctum lies beside it, but the bridge is collapsed. You will need to find a way around, but be careful. If anyone sees the feathers, they'll definitely strike first and ask questions later. If you encounter danger, don't fight. I'll follow your trail and find you. Oh, and take this. This bamboo lantern, I found it nearby. Hard to believe such craftsmen still linger here. It's a reminder of how vibrant this town was. The fireflies inside, they seem to glow endlessly, a useful light for your path. I tested it personally. With this, you'll have both hands free for a weapon, far more practical than a torch. Since we got separated, many of the Imperial Guard have been sneaking around the Tang Emperor's palace. But the refugees say the place has already been ransacked by rebels. Something's not right. I will track down the boatman and we'll meet at the palace. I'll leave marks, pinwheels, along the path. Follow them and you'll find me. A small bamboo cage housing fireflies used for illumination. Under the influence of red mercury, these fireflies have mutated, their abdomens glowing with a soft blue light when disturbed. Compact and portable, it serves as a convenient alternative to a torch. Maddening incense. Increase madness when used and also prevent the loss of madness for a time. The shrines are also able to ensure the powers of madness remain abundant. A sea lily branch nourished by red mercury. When catalyzed by bull blood, a faint smoke begins rising from the tip, stirring one's innermost desire and awakening the power of madness. Madness stems from one's deepest fear. Those who confront it may shatter and be reborn, while those who succumb become mere puppets of power. Cornucopia Elixir. Fully restore HP and alleviate all negative status effects. A strange elixir gifted by the old boatman, capable of healing all wounds. Good deeds bear fruit, but everything comes at a cost. The cycle of cause and effect is woven into the fabric of fate. Faint red feather, capable of upgrading at weapon mastery to +3 within the impetuous repository. A red feather that emits a faint light, often overlooked due to its unremarkable appearance. A shard of knowledge that can be absorbed from the impetuous repository, deepening one's mastery and understanding of a weapon. A relic from long ago, its power is nearly faded, yet in capable hands, a glimmer of its former might may still be revealed. I received your letter and will head for Worship's Rise without delay. A letter written on silk, as though penned by a long-lost friend. Monster! I'm only the monster you make me out to be. Red mercury sprout. Nice. That water's moving way too fast. Let's stay along the cliffs for now. Steamed bunny bun. Triggering a shimmer to avoid an attack grants a stack of Skyborn might. You can use unique weapon mechanics in the Imperator's repository to gain even more. Increases potency of spells, da-da-da-da. Deflecting and blocking allow you to encounter enemy attacks. However, this has no effect against martial strikes, such as punches and kicks, nor against spells.
Yeah.
You can equip up to 3 pendants, choosing the pendant that will best fit your style, navigating the equipment tab, da-da-da-da. Jade Pendant. Reduce damage taken while below a certain HP threshold. A gourd-shaped jade pendant symbolizing wealth and good health. This type of pendant is common in ordinary households. Before the rebels invaded Shu, joining the militia was seen as a respectable choice. And even now, despite the land's descent into despair, this perception remains. Hang on a minute. I feel like me going up is the way I want to go. Let's go towards the river. Damn it! Okay, I guess I can't. That water looks shallow. Can I get down into the river from up here? Let's find out. Yeah, it definitely looks like I can. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know I've fallen. Thanks, game. It looks like I should be able to go down there. That's kind of annoying. Hang on a minute. I'm not gonna take a bad hit like that. Nah. Ow, fire. I need more stamina with, like, all the expedited quickness here. I have so little, and I really am feeling that. It's not great. I'll be taking back all that, thank you. Alright, so that's a dead end over there. So, in that case... Nice shield. Too bad it didn't help you. Gimme. Thank you. Another flying dagger. Nice. Now I just gotta keep my eye open for another bird. Mined lotus seed. A lotus seed of a dusty pink color made at Zhuanwu Temple. Some of those who practice their teachings enter a state of madness, a malady that conveniently can be remedied with this alchemical product. Alleviate the despair status. I don't like that I'm getting those this early. Where on earth is it? Oh, hello. Are you a friend? You're pretty. Hello, friend. Feathers on your left arm. That's a sign of the feathering. Most would have lost their minds by now, yet you remain in control. Fascinating. The power of the feathering runs through that arm of yours. I can sense it. Power of the feathering. How you managed to contain it, I don't know. But make no mistake, your left arm is the key to unleashing its full strength. Yes, that power is itching to course through you, but I'm afraid you're not ready to command it. Not yet. Here, take this. Let's see if you got what it takes to wield that power. A mature plant nourished by red mercury. Its crystallization beginning to take shape. Red mercury can be seen flowing from within. Once it became known that the red mercury had strengthening properties, many a recipe began to spread across the land. Yet they all came with a side effect. The user would soon become... irascible? I've never heard that word. Hold on a minute. What does that word mean? I'm very curious. Having or showing a tendency to be easily angered. Irascible, yeah. It's an old Latin word. Huh. Marked by a hot temper and easily provoked anger. Huh. I learned a new word. And people say playing video games don't teach you nothing. However, I am going to wait until I come across another shrine. Okay, if I couldn't jump into the water before, there's no way I'm going to be able to jump into it from there. Oh, another bird. Thankfully, that one was within melee range, so I can hit them with a melee attack. It doesn't have to be a thrown dagger. Good. But that's another feather for me. Hello, sir. Oh, you're a bad guy. That has not as much reach as I would like. That's very frustrating. When equipped with 2 weapons, you can consume a Skyborn Might to use a Swift Draw. You really shouldn't have let me get that close. Oh, he's dead already. A bunch of these people have all been strung up. And I can't jump, so... No, I didn't think so. I'm surprised this game doesn't have a jump button. Black Myth did, so I'm surprised this one doesn't. Considering the nature of this game, it would make a lot of sense. Buddha's Cliffs. Oh, hang on a minute. Now, where does this go? Oh. Okay, it's definitely way faster to go down than it is to go up. That makes a lot of sense, but... Okay, that activates the shrine. Now then. She gave that to me, so I don't necessarily feel bad about using it. Choose Teleport while at a shrine to teleport to a previously visited one. Teleporting will repopulate the map and fully restore your health. If a character's grayscale portrait appears on the teleportation list, it means that you have yet to complete their quest. That's where I am right now. Okay. Alright, let's refine. That gives me 4 levels. Nice. Okay. Skybound Call. Initially, you can only gain a stack, but by unlocking Skybound nodes with Red Mercury, you can get more. So now I have 2. You do not have the required materials. Spend Forgotten Remembrance to increase your Manon Vase charges. Manon Potency. Lost Remains to increase the power. Alright. Alacrity.
While above 50% madness, you gain a stack of Skyborn Might when using Alacrity. Non-on potency, increased vitality. You recover a small amount of stamina when gaining Skyborn Might. Health Siphon. While at 90% madness, the final strike of the weapon combo... Swift Strike deals more potent damage when above 50% madness, and while at above 90, it becomes even more potent. Steel Resolve. Okay. Unbroken Focus. Biding time will not decay below 3. Increased burn buildup caused by spells. Frost, Blight, Paralysis, and Corruption. Wind Force. You can consume a stack of Skyborn Mine to quickly strike with a charged heavy attack. Magic. Feathering. Swift Blade. Spend red feathers to upgrade your weapon mastery. Vitality. Sending Wrath. Spinning Kick. Swift Blade. Okay. Like I said, I need endurance with, like, all the quickness right now. Give me just a minute, everybody. My dog's got to go out, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Now, the truth is, I don't really know how I feel about the axe right now. And until I get my hands on potentially another weapon... Also, hi, welcome in. Apologies, you came back as I came in as I had stepped away. Had to let my dogs out. Let's see. I want stat increases more than anything right now. Yeah, let's go with magic. I'll grab that. Another magic increase. I need 2 faint red feathers in order to gain that. Okay. That'll give me a point in vitality, which is good. Wait, hang on. Some of these have multiple levels to them? Interesting. Alright. Let's enter the dream. It'll restock and restore everything, then we'll head down. I don't think I'm going to be going for too much longer. But we'll see. Maybe depending on how long I feel like playing, we'll go until I hit another shrine. I'm hoping I'm going to pick up another weapon here pretty soon. Vorpal Blade! What did I just pick up? A spell known by those in Zhuanwu Temple, potent enough to subdue any ordinary demon. Its simplicity allows even a novice to cast it in quick succession, making it both accessible and formidable. Unleash a blade that deals magic damage. Okay. So now I've got a ranged attack. Ah, there ain't no way. I don't have any, essence right now, so I can't cast it yet. Damn! Chuck that dude like a football! Give me just a moment. Alright. Oh, this game's got plunging attacks? Nice. While having the high ground, lock onto an enemy beneath you and initiate a light attack, while descending to perform a plunge. This triggers an obliteration strike when successful against a small or a medium-sized humanoid. Oh, humanoid specifically. What a shame. Oh. Wait. Man, it is amazing to me how bad the peripheral vision on these guys are. That was 3 clean kills with very minimal work. Fake monk robes. These robes feature wide sleeves and a collar crafted from 3 layers of overlapping fabric, adorned with 53 rows of blue lines. They neither recite sutras nor worship Buddha, nor do they seek to alleviate the suffering or overcome hardship. Instead, their faith rests solely on one madman with a penchant for dharma. Or drama, excuse me, not dharma. What's this? A bud nourished by red mercury, now beginning to crystallize. It holds a trace concentration of the substance. Red mercury is unique to the land of Shu, containing mysterious energies capable of strengthening the body. Oh, that's nice. New items are marked with a pinwheel, so you know what's what. I like that, actually. That's quite nice. Tang Palace Maid. Recklessly attacking or charging up a heavy attack while striking a small to medium humanoid from behind can cause them to lose their balance, leaving them vulnerable to an obliteration attack. When this occurs, position yourself in front of or behind them, and executing a light attack will unleash the obliteration strike. WUCHANG. Benediction. A benediction comes in 3 types: oath, wisdom, and memory. You can socket a benediction onto a weapon or remove them at a shrine. Benedictions greatly increase your weapon's capabilities. Using a benediction that fixes your current weapon and Jade Pendant further increase your effectiveness in combat. Boo, Skyborn Ward. Skyborn might reduces damage taken for a time. Alright, I might as well. I picked one up. For a mini-boss, that was really easy. But I got the drop on them, literally. And that one move took out half their health. Plus, since it was a humanoid enemy, they were super easy to stumble and stagger. I got lucky, I would say, more than anything. Now, what is this? Forgotten Remembrance. Here it is. A fractured memory from the ancient avians. If you listen carefully, you can almost hear the haunting howls of a long-lost battle echoing from within. It resonates with the Manan vase WUCHANG carries, granting the vase an additional charge. Used for the Monon potency node in the impetuous repository. Increase the charges of the Monon vase. Nice. Problem is, I think that's all that was in here. And I don't think I can get back up. Oh, no, wait. No, never mind. I forgot about the doorway that was blocked off because of the boss fight.
Duh.
Ow. Cheeky little bastard. Back to the Buddha Cliffs again. Is he by himself? Looks like it. Faint red feather. Another one. Okay. Wait. Yep, there it is. So that's 2 red feathers. I think I need 3 for something. Lost package. That looks important. A package containing a few items commonly used at sea. A well-preserved letter has been tucked inside of the lining, and while it has no signature, the script is elegant and womanly. This journey may well be against the heavens, yet you will find me at Worship's Rise if you so choose. A heavy bundle. Hand it over to Hiyojai in return for more clues. More guards. Okay, so their peripheral vision must not be that bad. Those guys clearly saw me. Also, these guys are clearly not human. They look like a corpse. I missed. Red tasseled spear. Good, finally a new weapon. A weapon often wielded by the militia, featuring a tip adorned with red tassels. Its long, thick handle ensures ease of use. In skilled hands, a spear can triumph over any foe. Interesting. Oh, I like this. Let's give this a spin, literally. Give me just a moment here, please. Let's go down first. Ooh. A new set of armor. Okay. Wrong button, damn it. Oh, that is a trap. Ow. Hold on a minute. Lunge the spear forward in a swift thrust, inflicting multiple instances of damage. Use with Skybound Might to trigger the clash effect and cause frostbite buildup. The final hit causes a frost explosion that sends nearby enemies flying. Gain fleetness while charging aerial bulwark. When used as the enemy strikes, you can evade and launch a counterattack. Use Skybound Might for greater potency. Yeah, it's an arrow trap. Okay, so that's what that does. A gun? Yeah, it's a gun. Now that's not something I expected to see here. Huh. So I'm dealing with black powder weapons. Makes a lot of sense considering this takes place in China, but still, it's very surprising. Time to send you to the afterlife. You first. Oh, what the hell? Damn it! Irritating little cretin. I can't believe that. That's aggravating. The fact that those things have a grab attack is really annoying. Crap. Not what I wanted to do. Dazzling fake monk robes. Okay, and it figures the mini-boss isn't there anymore. She was a unique enemy. I knew that little bastard was there, too. And I still got hit. Really? fire's interesting, but it doesn't have a lot of stopping power. Not that I've noticed. Ow. Alright, you little cretin. Where the hell are you hiding? I had a feeling those were explosive. Ooh. So hitting those with a fire attack causes those to explode. Makes a lot of sense. They're red. Another red mercury chute. Yes, please. These have got to be traps. Again, I really need that extra max stamina. Entwined Legend Pendant. Freshly grown plant nourished by red mercury, now beginning to crystallize, holds a small concentration of the substance. Here we go. A simple hairpin that is highly effective at keeping one's hair neat and tidy. Abandoned and left to fend for themselves in the chaos, the women struggled on until even the madness of the feathering became a relief. A thin garment that offers little in times of war. Once wild and flowing, the robes have become tattered in captivity, with torn sleeves stained by blood. Infected by the feathering during a tomb raid, these fake monks may have found a twisted relief, no longer fearing being the lowest in the pecking order. Red string are such as the representing of good fortune, a pipe dream in a life filled with chaos. Thin leggings that offer little in times of war. That's just a set of underwear. Okay, sure. Here it is. Increase your burn resistance. A jade pendant depicting a dragon and a phoenix, the symbols of harmony of all. Dutanga stumbled upon this treasure while exploring the underground palace, hoping to give it to his beloved, but betrayed and ridicule drove him to madness, after which the pendant no longer held any importance. Well, it's usable, so I'll hang on to it for now. Might as well. Doesn't hurt nothing. Should probably try to get my health back up before I have to deal with whatever this is going to be again. Where is that one guy hiding? Where did he come from? How did he get behind me? Ah, that's where he came from. There we go. Special items you pick up during your journey can be equipped onto your item bar. To do this, navigate to the equipment menu under the tab. These special items can be highly effective in specific situations, and when used with certain objects may trigger a chain reaction that eases a combat challenge. A fire pot. A pot chock full of oil. A mining byproduct, the oil's flammable properties make it perfect for simple yet powerful throwable explosives. Here, catch! Red mercury sprout. Oops, wrong button. More steam bunny buns, yes please. Dark Frost Edge. It's a one-handed sword. A weapon wielded by the Taoists of Xuanwu Temple, ideal for those who favor magic in combat. The blade is thin, meticulously crafted for durability. A Taoist lost his life while facing a demon, abandoning the sword later uncovered by tomb robbers. This weapon, merging strength and agility, requires swift movement to outmaneuver foes, while silently building power for the next attack. Damn it, not again. Monkey pendant. What are my abilities with this? Evasive maneuver. Weave to the side to evade an attack. Use with Skybound Might to use a charm as you evade. Should the enemy strike the charm, you can cast magic to evade the attack. Brandish your sword with lightning speed to weaken the enemy's attack. Grants partial immunity to damage but does not block all of it. Known for its agility, one-handed swords enable a steady, seamless rhythm when this technique is used well. Another bird. There we go. Ouch. 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 Yeah, I'll help him up. Why not? WUCHANG.
I just stepped out for a breather and ran into a fine woman.
老子就出来讨个气来哭哭，都可以碰到那个程度的娘们儿哦。
Who are you? Name's WUCHANG. I'm Dutanga's right hand. I take care of the big jobs.
大买卖，就是菜园
Those
里头
temple
家一
fools
天到
keep
晚
sniffing around for my treasure. As soon as I send word to the boss, we're moving out.
老子跟头头爷爷说一声，就换个安全的地方去。就是菜园里头。
Stab me in the back, and you're not gonna like what happens. What the hell is that? That was close. Let's enter the dream first. Interesting. Whatever that thing was, it was a unique enemy. There's another one right there. Ew. Huh. Improve the power of throwables. A jade pendant carved into the shape of a monkey that tomb raiders pilfered from a corpse. Short in stature, these raiders prefer stealth over direct confrontation, launching surprise attacks from the shadows as a group. That's probably corruption, if I had to guess. There's no way there were only two enemies here. I like this sword. For whatever reason, it just stacks up some of those sky blossoms. It makes it really easy to do. A weapon for those that prefer magic. That's my kind of specialization. I like playing magic casters in games like this, so this might be exactly the weapon for me. There's no way this isn't guarded. I knew you couldn't be dead. Gimme. Lost remains. Ow, fire. There's a couple of new things here that I picked up. Those two little shits. Shame one slipped away. At least I was fast enough to chop the younger one's head off. Even headless, the kid won't let go of that dough figurine. Where could the other one be hiding? Nothing? There we go. There had to be something in here. Another red feather. Nice. Doll figurine of Mu Guiying. Can only be opened with the Lingxian key. All right. A couple of new consumables I picked up. Here we go. Restore a large amount of health over time for a certain duration. Dough figurine of Mu Guiying. Honey dough shaped into the figurine of Mu Guiying, originally paired with the dough figurine of Yang Zhou Bao. This figurine was a gift from the performers of the worship rise to delight young children. In their eyes, Mu Guiying was a heroine embodying the warmth and sacrifice of a mother, having given her life to ensure their escape from the Lijian temple. Yet the brothers eventually parted ways, leaving the dream of returning home a distant and unfulfilled hope. A pill made from herbs that quickly spread due to its healing properties and cheap ingredients. However, this medicine became increasingly rare following the feathering outbreak. Lantern fruit. A commonplace fruit, small and round. This fruit looks like a lantern. Has a sweet and sour taste and quenches thirst. Those working the fields during summer can often be seen munching on one of these. It's known among the populace as lantern fruit due to how similar it looks to a lantern. Reduced stamina cost for a short time. Fixed origin pill. A pill made from Xuanwu Temple, said to raise one's spirits and ward off evil. Most likely obtained from unscrupulous means, given the fact that the temple doesn't sell their pills to the uninitiated. Emerald Lotus Seed. An emerald lotus seed capable of dispelling the poison found within old tombs. A must-have for any would-be tomb raider. Any surplus can be sold afterwards for little to no loss. Alleviate blight buildup. Fire Lotus Seed. A red lotus seed made at Xuanwu Temple, often used by beginner alchemists who tend to suffer from burns every so often, began circulating among the population after Xuanwu Temple was attacked. Alleviate burn buildup and cures the burn status. A golden branch tainted by red mercury, glowing with a golden hue. Once inserted into the left arm, it resonates with the feather blood, infusing said arm with skyborn might. However, misuse comes with dire consequences. Lost Remains, used for the Manon potency node in the Impetuous repository. Increased health recovered by the Manon vase. The remains of a long-dead avian, bones as translucent as delicate jade. Legends speak of a jade balm that could grant immortality, a substance once used by the Taoists in their elixir crafting. These remains now resonate with the Manon vase WUCHANG carries, enhancing the vase's ability to restore health. Okay. Okay, so that must be the quick swap thing. I keep thinking that clicking in the stick is what makes me sprint. It's not. Alright, enter the dream. Let's reset. Then we'll rest at the... Come on. Rest at the Impetuous repository. Grab the essence. Add a charge. Add potency. Those cost their own things. That's good. Aerial bulwark. Old Heart, Sword Saint. That's for a long sword. Oh, this is for the one-handed sword. I went into the wrong tree. That would be useful for this weapon, actually. Increase agility. There we go. 3 points of endurance. Man, do I need this stuff. Okay. Looking good, looking good. And I think with that, we can stop for tonight. Save your progress and return to the title screen. So far, so good. Progress has been made. Not as much as I would have liked, but we got kind of a late start. I'm just glad we were able to start playing it all. Now, I do want to see something really quick just before we end for the night. Ah, you can do multiple saves. Okay, good. I think that I am actually going to try and open up a new game file on this, and I'm going to try to beat that boss. You only get one crack at it per playthrough, it looks like, so I'll see what it actually gets me for killing that thing. And I'll mention what it is the next time we actually stream. For right now, though, thank you all very much for watching and tuning in with me as we begin our new journey. I will see you all the next time that we begin our adventures in WUCHANG Fallen Feathers. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful night, take care, and I will see you all next time.